أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Welcome to lesson number 5 of study of advanced Nahw and structures. Let's continue from where we stopped last time in a lesson on Kana wa Akhwatuha. We have been learning about Kana wa Akhwatuha. They are also called as Af'al Naqisa and Nasikha because when they enter a Jumla Ismiya, they do some changes in the default state of its main parts like mubtada and khabar, and like mubtada is called as kana, and khabar will be called as khabru kana. Mubtada remains marfu while khabar changes into mansub, and that is why these afal are also called as nasikha because they cancel out the default states of mubtada and the khabar. So let's continue. We did some tables for the past tense and the present tense of kana yakunu, or we learn about all the variations. We did some examples like how when kana enters jumla ismiya, how it make the changes and how it is different from inna wa ismuha. Then we also learned about that how when it is used with lafzul jalala, it shouldn't be translated as was, like when Allah Lafzul Jalala is used with Kana, it refers to his eternal attributes, and like it is beyond all the times. Like Allah has, it should be translated like Allah has always been, like Allah is, Allah was, and He will be ever knowing and wise. Wa kana Allahu aliman hakima. Also, we did the understanding for the near past and the distant past. We learned that how kana plus fi'l mudare shows a near past, like it should be translated as past continuous, and the translation will use used to. Also, we learned that kana plus fi'l madi gives us, or it just have the connotation of the distant past, and it shows that something has happened in the remote past. And we also did few examples. Now, Alhamdulillah, inshallah ta'ala, we are today going to learn about the negation in the past, like how kana and yakunu are used for the negation, how there are ma and lam used for negating a sentence or jumla ismiya that is using kana or yakunu. So let's continue. We have two ways of, or two forms of negation when we see kana or yakunu in our sentences. One is ma plus fi'l madi and also lam plus mudare majzoom. So we have these two forms that are used to make negation in af'al naqisa. That is we are learning about kana here. Ma plus fi'l madi. Ma is used with the past tense verb. Like here, ma plus fi'l madi. And if you are using lam, it will be used with the present tense in the majzoom form, but the meaning is still remain in the past. So let's do some examples now when ma is used with the past tense. And here we have the first example from Surah Baqarah. Inshallah, we are going to focus on, because these are quite long ayat. So we are only going to focus on the parts that have kana yakunu. So here we have this وَمَا كَانُوا مُهْتَدِينَ وَمَا كَانُوا مُهْتَدِينَ أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ اشْتَرَوُا الضَّلَالَةَ بِالْهُدَىٰ فَمَا رَبِحَتْ تِجَارَتُهُمْ وَمَا كَانُوا مُهْتَدِينَ. So nor they were they guided. So here we know that because we see ma kanu, this past tense, or whether it is the affirmation or the negation, we mostly see a mufrad isim. And when we see it, we are going to translate it like he was, they were, or it was, and she was, or he was, like this. So here we are going to focus on the Arab, like how we are going to write the Arab for this Mama Kanu Muhtadin. So here you see it is starting with harf of atf, wama, wow. Wow is a harf of atf. Then we have this ma, and ma is for nafi because it is not nahi, it is nafi. This is not, they were guided. So they were not guided. So here ma is for nafi, and kanu, we know that it is from, this is fi'l madi naqis, and it is mabni ala dam. Here we can see mabni ala dam, and it is is attached with this wal jama. So we can write it as kanu فعل ماضي ناقص مبني على الضم لاتصاله بواو jama. Alhamdulillah, we have learned how to write the Arab, complete Arab. You can go back and watch the recordings that how we have done the Arab for all the words like uh, how to write those Arab in full form. So Kanu is فعل ماضي ناقص مبني على الضم لاتصال بواو الجمع, and we know that we are not going to say that we have the file. Also, we know, first of all, we'll say that Vama Kanu Muhtadeen. What type of Jumla is this? We know that when Kana enters the Jumla Ismiya, or always when we see Kana, its variations, we'll go with the Jumla Ismiya, and that will be our Muktada. So Kanu overall, this as a whole is our Muktada, and this is our Jumla Ismiya. Now let's break Kanu here. We see Kanu, we know that it is fail in Akis, so we are not going to look for a file because when there is no fail, we are not going to look for a file. So we know that Kana has isim and we have the isim here, the visible, this for Kanu, we have this because it is home version. So we have this vowel jama'a as isim Kana. So now as we are done with the Jumla itself, it is Jumla Ismiya. We have found our Isim Kana. Now we are going to look for our Khabru Kana. So what is our Khabru Kana? This is the Mufrad Isim Muhtadeen. Muhtadeen, they were guided. So Ma is making it a Nafi. So here Muhtadeen is our Khabru Kana, and it is because it is Mansub. We know that Khabar Kana is Mansub. That is why we do not see muhtadun, we see muhtadin. So it is khabar kana mansub, and this ya is telling us that this is Jama Muzakkar Salim. So wama kanu muhtadin, here this is a Jumla Ismiya with the kana, with its isim kana and khabru kana. So this is the whole Irab for this structure or this part of the Jumla, which is containing kana. Wama kanu, and this is failure madi nakis, and it is mabni al-dam. Wama kanu muhtadin, and nor they were guided, because those are the ones who have purchased error for guidance, so their transaction has brought no profit. Also, however, it is joining this sentence with this because they have no profit. Also, they are not guided, nor they were guided. So, wamakanu muhtadeen. Let's look at the next example now. Now, again, we have the negation in the past because kana is used here. And we know that kana yakunu, whether we are using yakunu, still it will be in the past because kana yakunu will be used in the past. So here, Surah Al Imran, ayah number 67, we are going to focus on the kana part. Like here, we have, look at this, ma kana Ibrahimu Yahudiyan wala Nasariyan. نصرانيا ولكن كان حنيفا مسلما وما كان من المشركين. So you see here quite a long one. Like here, uh, this part has kana and this part has kana, and also this part has kana. So let's see this ayah, and it is a very beautiful example for learning kana here. So Ibrahim was neither a Jew nor a Christian, but he was one inclining towards truth, a Muslim submitting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he was not of the mushrikeen. So here we are going to look at this one. So here, ma, again, it is for nafi, and we know that when we have ma, we learn that ma can be used only with the past tense of this fail and that will be kana. So, Makana Ibrahimu Yahudiyun wala Nasraniyan. So, let's do this part and then we'll start with the other part of the Jumla. So, Makana Ibrahimu Yahudiyun wala Nasraniyan. So, first of all, we'll see that what type of sentence this. We know that when Kana enters the Jumla, we automatically we are just going to go for a Jumla Ismiya. So, this is our Jumla Ismiya because it is starting with kana. Then we have two jobs to do. First, we are going to find isim kana, and then we are going to find the khabar kana. So here, ma is making this whole jumla ismiya into nafi. Ma is harfi nafi, and then kana is a faili madi naqis. Faili madi naqis, and it is the kana. And then we have this Ibrahimu. Ibrahimu, we have this because we know that isim kana. When we have this, you know that here, let's look. Kana has its damir mustatir hua, but we know that it is jawaz, and we know that when we have kana or we have kana, these two versions, just like any regular fi'l, we have to look for an outside doer. So the first word that we see that is in the rafa state, that is marfu, is going to be isim kana. And we do see here Ibrahimu, that is in the state of rafa, that is marfu, so it will be our isim kana, and that will be our outside isim. It will not be our outside file because we do not have a file with this kana. So we have ma kana Ibrahim isim kana, that is marfu, alamati rafihi الضمة ظاهرة على آخره. Alhamdulillah, we have learned how to write this type of era. So اسم كان مرفوع علامة رفعه. What is the alama of its rafa state? So it is الضمة الظاهرة على آخره. That is the dhamma that is visible على آخره in the end. So اسم كان مرفوع علامة رفعه الضمة الظاهرة على آخره. This is our اسم كان. Now when we are done with finding a jumla, that is jumla ismiya till here. Now we have also found our isim kana. Now we are going to look for khabru kana. So khabru kana, we know that khabru kana is always in the state of nasab. So the next word that we see in the state of nasab with this harf of atf, and these both are, this is matuf to this one, Yahudiyan. So like he is not Yahudi and he is not Nasara. So these both are like Ibrahim is not a Jew nor a Christian. So this is our نفي جملة. So يهوديا is خبر كان منصوب بالفتحة, and this is ولا is again حرف of عطف, and لا is for also, this is for تأكيد, this is for emphasis, like it has already ma, but this la is again for emphasis, because every extra word, every there is an addition of the word, there should be, and we know that there must be an extra emphasis. So also La Nasraniyan. So again, he is not a Christian. So here, this is wow, harf of fath and la is again for ta'kid, and this is nafi, and Nasraniyan is matuf ala Yahudiyan, and it is also mansub, and this whole is a khabar of kana. So we have done the i'rab for this, ma kana Ibrahimu Yahudiyan wala Nasraniyan. So we have found this jumla ismiya with kana, ismu kana, and khabar kana. Then we have again the same thing follows, and again till this harf of atf, we'll see this walakin kana hanifan musliman. Again we have a structure for kana. Lakin is again harf of you can say harf of atf, and also it is harf of istidrak. We have learned this, but you can take it as harf of this harf of atf, wow, and lakin is harf istidrak. So again, like it is telling some giving some additional information. So like he was not, Ibrahim was not Yahudi and Nasara, but instead, what is he? Kana Hanifan Musliman. But he was, again, we have this Kana structure. Again, this is a Jumla Ismiya because we know that Kana makes a Jumla Ismiya. Now we are going to find our Isim Kana and Khabru Kana. Kana, we know that the Mir Musadid Taqdir Huwa, because Kana has an inside Isim, and we have this Huwa. Isim Kana is Huwa. Then we have again this Fa'il Madi Naqis, and we have this اسمه ضمير مستتر تقديره هو. Then we need to find the khabar of kana. So we have the khabar of kana. We know that khabar of kana is always mansub. So we found this here. You can see the khabar awal and khabar sani hanifan musliman. So that that he was an inclining towards truth and he was a Muslim, submitting Muslim. So we have this Hanifan is khabar kana mansub bil fatha. Again, we have this, we can take it as khabar sani, and it is also mansub bil fatha. So this whole structure, again, we did the Arab, Alhamdulillah, Kana, Hanifa, Musliman. Again, we have Isim Kana and Khabru Kana. And this whole Jumla is Jumla Ismiya. Again, we see another structure of this kana. Fama kana min al mushrikeen. Fama kana min al mushrikeen. Again, we see this here. Fama kana, we are going to just do the Iraq as we did before. Fama kana, again, harfa fath and ma kana, just like that. It is nafi, and then we have our isim kana inside it, that is huwa, and min al mushrikeen will be jar majroor fragment, and it is mutalik بالخبر, and that khabar is taken as mahzoof of because when we do not have a khabar and instead for that we have mutalik or the jar majroor fragment, we take it as mahzoof or hidden khabar. So khabar of kana is hidden here and min al mushrikin is mutalik bil khabar. So this is Alhamdulillah, we are done with the Arab. We learned the Arab, that how we do the Arab for when it is used with ma, kana is used with ma, and we learn that. So whenever you are going to see kanu, kana, and all the variations of the past tense with ma, you are going to do the Arab. You are going to take it as Jumla Ismiya, then you are going to find the Isim kana, and then you are going to find the Khabar of kana that will be in the state of Nasab. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Inshallah, we are going to continue with the negation in the next session. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.